Changing plays. We've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV.
School Sports Podcast. I am JudeAtwiine, and today evening we shall be looking at the CAF Schools Football Championship CAF Zone qualifiers that will be taking place in December at St. Mary's Chitende in Uganda, and also we shall be looking at the capacity building program. We shall be assessing all these events that have taken place, the trainings in different venues since the inception of this program, that is in 2022. And in studio today, I'm joined by hot Wycliffe Musinguzi. Good evening, Musinguzi.
Good evening, Jude, and to our viewers. Proud to be back here, and we are here to discuss, because you have introduced the CAF Africa Schools Football Championship, a tournament that is taking place in Uganda for the second time when it comes to the qualifiers, and here to discuss the favorite capacity building. And of course, I think one of the best concepts that USSA has had since 2022 has been the USSA capacity building.
Yeah, but before, where have you been?
Oh, it has been some, I think, how can I even call it? But just now I've been very well, and I'm proud to be back. That's all.
Yeah, very glad that you're joining us back for this special edition of the School Sports Podcast, and having you back. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, now to kick off this podcast, let's take a look at the impact. Yeah, we need to first look at the impact capacity building has had from when it started in 2022. Actually, if you can look at the years before we had this program and now that we have it in place.
As I told you earlier, that one of the greatest concepts we have had in Mr. Justice Mugisha's regime is the capacity building. He has had many things that he has done so far in the 4 years he has spent in office. 3, he's making 4 next year. But the capacity building has been one that is exceptional when it comes to the impact to the association, and of course to the individuals that are taking part in this capacity building program. You think there has been a great impact to these people and also to the association. One, to the association, is that I think have got enough manpower when it comes to the officiation of these school sports games. We are looking at 2023 and 2024, where we have had students officiate at the national ball games, at the zonal games, and at the district level. Before, it was not like this. We had older referees, older umpires who were officiating at the district level and also at the zonal level. When it comes to the national level, we used to look for international referees, meaning the FIFA referees. You could see them coming back to officiate at the USSA games. But now we are at a level where the district games can be managed by only USSA capacity building referees. These experienced referees come in to just bring in the experience and of course guide these young boys and girls, as they also, because as any young or a student, when he's taking a certain route, he has to have that mentor, to have that role model, at least that he's looking up to. So this is what these experienced referees and umpires are doing in the field. They are now just mentoring. But these boys and girls have, since 2022 up to now, they have taken the lead to officiate at these games. Looking at the international scene, these are the same boys and girls who have been officiating at the international school sports games. As long as Uganda is taking part in any discipline at any level, that is, take a look at the CAF Africa Schools Football Championship. We had Jabeth early in 2023. In 2022, people almost forget that there was She was at Uganda Matters. She's a player.
Jacqueline
Nambasa was at the first edition of the CAF Africa Schools, just that South Uganda didn't take part. Then for 2024, we had Waswa. So we are looking at shaping them direct from the district level up to the international level.
Actually, we had about 8 referees at the CECAFA zone. Waswa, even Jackie again was there, Kato, Aslam. All of them.
These referees that were at the ISF. Recently,
Makanga.
in 2024.
There were 4 referees there.
These are the same referees that are officiating at the district level. So this has helped the association that when it comes to looking for who to be available at a certain time, they have a lot of options. Now they can diversify with these experienced referees and these young referees that are coming. And of course, to these young boys and girls, us, the media, the referees, it has helped us to shape, I would say, the careers of these people. Looking at the referees, some started just officiating at the school level, but now they are officiating in the Startimes Uganda Premier League. Jabeth Elliot Jilong is part of the referees for this season, and others that have been officiating.
I don't know if the producer has images of those boys. Jabeth Ojilong from Amus College, Waswa Asilam officiated at the CAF Championship this year in Ghana. We had Makanga and the 3 of them in China. We can have those images there.
We have, at least they have got what to do. Looking at when you are leaving school, you know that at least I have where to start from.
But you look at this week, CAF released the number of appointed referees for the finals, AFCON finals, slated for this December. But Uganda is only represented by 1, of which she is a lady, and she was actually voted best female referee at the recent CAF Awards. Now, is it capacity building that helps us to close this gap between our referees' standards and also the CAF standards?
First of all, to be appointed at the CAF level, it means you're exceptional from others. We have many other FIFA referees in Uganda. But picking out Shamira Nabada to be the only referee that will be at AFCON shows how exceptional she is from others, from the men that we have in this country that have FIFA badges, from the other female referees that we have. So this is what USSA or the capacity building at any level can build. We are looking at the FIFA CAF standards. At the FIFA standards, they have the age limit to when a referee can get the FIFA badge.
Exactly. That's the good point there.
So looking at these young boys and the young girls, all these are in the age of 20, age of 19, 18, 17. Okay, I think some who are 21, 22.
15,
but of course but of course they are still in the age bracket of getting the FIFA badge. So we had that gap whereby these referees start after school. After
failing to play professional football.
Failing to play professional football, that's when someone thinks about going for refereeing. And by that time, someone chooses to go for refereeing, he's already 25, 26. He's just remaining with a year or 2 for the FIFA badge. And of which it's very hard for someone to only officiate at the national level for 2 years and get a FIFA badge. But looking at the capacity building where these boys and girls are starting at the age of 15 and 16, that means they still have like more 10 years to prove to the world what they have. And they have got these chances. They have the national games, they have the district games to officiate. And then from there, they are selected to officiate from the member association, that is FUFA. Now they are officiating in the Uganda Premier League. And from the Uganda Premier League, that's where I think that anytime they may be seen for other championships. Now let's take a look or take an example of these referees: Jabeth Elliot Jilong, Waswa, Jackie Nambasa. These are already in the CAF system now. When they keep it to the same level, officiating at the USSA games, officiating at the league games, and they keep the standards, it takes consistency, because we have seen some referees that were promising, but after just 1, 2, or 3 years, you find that they are involved in wrangles, they are involved in some cases. And that's how their future goes. But these are the boys that have a straight future that you're already in the CAF books. That name to be recalled again, it's very easy than someone who is just getting the first appointment.
Yeah, sure.
So
because
they just need to be consistent, and I think capacity building is the right way to go, because when someone starts at 15, by the time he or she makes 20, he's already experienced. By 25, he's just waiting for those appointments at the international level.
Yeah, sure. Because we look at even the recent developments in our league. Yes, we don't have the video support referee system yet, but for example, last year we had Jabeth going to Egypt for, I think there were 20 referees selected, and they were taken through these video support referee systems, and because they're trying to integrate technology with the sport to minimize these errors. We've seen also at the FIFA Under-17 World Cup. But then let us look at, apart from football, because these referees have also blown a lot in football, but we've seen rather a 15-year-old from Mengo SS going for Africa, was it zone championships for volleyball? Yeah, you need to pile some praises also on these other federations. They've trained some young boys and girls there.
Yeah, and of course, I think this is it's after the cooperation or the cooperation between Uganda Secondary School Sports Association and these other federations.
Yeah, sure.
When USSS started these federations, when USSS started these capacity building sessions, their work is to organize. But of course, these federations take charge in training, because they're the ones that send the instructors, and of course the certificates these people get after completing the capacity building training, they are from these respective federations. That means they have played a part to make sure that this happen, because when we look at the Africa zone, as we are talking about it, when you're looking at CAF, when you're looking at other international federations, they cooperate with the member associations. And of course, the member associations like FUFA, like the one for volleyball, the one for basketball, that is FUBA.
Yes.
That cooperation is the one that has helped these students, because after USSA games, these students have not been left to only officiate the school games, but they have been given opportunities in these leagues. And after the league, that's how they have been promoted to these greater heights. So I think it has been a great coordination between between USS and those federations, to make sure that at least what they started reaches where they want it.
Yeah, but also you must credit the association for platforming these boys. They also get to officiate the primary games, and also when the federation needs young boys and girls to be involved in their programs, to elevate, to monitor, they have to contact the school sports body, which is trusted in getting these boys, because the personnel they use also is from the federation. So I must credit the association. Now let's take a very quick break. This marks the end of our first segment. We shall be returning and discussing a lot more concerning the capacity building and also the CAF Schools Championship.
Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've
And welcome back from that quick break. We are in for the second segment of the School Sports Podcast. Obviously, this is where you get to know all the updates from the school sports world, especially regarding Uganda's school sports, updates from your different schools, the upcoming activities, or the activities that take place regarding school sports. Yeah, you can trust us to deliver all those live updates through our different platforms. The X handle we have at USSA Online, we have the Facebook, and also the website ussaonline.com, where you get this information exclusively. But Wycliffe, we're still looking at the impact of this capacity building program. I think that those are 3 years down the road ever since it started, and now we see the association progressing to the level 2. We've seen the federations coming in to discuss how to make it even much better in December. But from where it started, there were payments made with government support. Then there were these capacity buildings that took place during the championships. How much do you think they were very helpful to these athletes or the schools?
One, I think, let me talk about the capacity building trainings that took place during the championships. First, to me, this is a good initiative because it helps every school to make sure that have a participant. When it comes to these capacity building trainings that take place in December and January, it sometimes gives problem or gives a challenge to these students to facilitate themselves to attend to these trainings.
Yeah, student like me.
Yeah. But when it comes to these training that take place during these games, it's a must that every school must present three students that will be taking part in the capacity building. That is media, a referee, and a coach. That means if it's a must, every school has to present one, and this gives opportunity to students. But of course, one, I'm not satisfied yet with this training. One, because schools have, I think, have used the weakness of, I don't know how I can term it, but instead of bringing students to attend the capacity building, they just bring these athletes. Remember, we have a limit of participants that will be taking part in the competition.
Yes.
So when the limit is 23, the schools have utilized these 3 sports to bring more 3 athletes, even if they're not going to play. That means you have denied a chance to someone who really wanted to attend the training. And these athletes, when it comes to these games, when they come to these games, they don't take part in the capacity building training. They go to watch the games to support their fellow players. So that is one of the challenges. But for the schools that have utilized this training, it is one of the best.
Yes.
Why? It is hands-on.
Yes.
As these people are training in class, they have a chance in the afternoon to go in the field and practice what they have been training in the morning. So it gives them experience of the theory work and of course the practical work.
Yes.
So if we solve the challenge of schools bringing athletes instead of students who wish to take part in the capacity building,
no, I think to shed some more light on this situation is that a school usually has these players that are maybe rejected by the system.
Yes.
But they are students in the school, and then they are playing with the school team. So time for the championship, at least these 3 spots for the medic and media officer plus the referee, you need to pick someone who is interested in this. In school, you always find those boys that like the media part,
passionate people that want to take take part in this training.
Exactly.
You find there is a media club and there are participants there wishing to attend this training.
You
find there is a certain boy in senior 2, a boy in senior 3, but is passionate about coaching, and this could be his or her chance to start up what he dreams of.
Yes.
And then the slot is taken up by someone. Sometimes it's not that these people who have been rejected by the system, but we are in a situation where you find a school has like 30 footballers in a school. But when it comes to the championship, the limit is 20.
Yes.
That means even these 10 that are not even rejected, but remember
they are not going to play. These 3 that come,
so they end up using that chance of taking them to the championship.
I think this should be put into consideration, because it has denied a lot of students chance throughout the years, because we've seen first day capacity building register 80 students, but as the championship moves on, by the end they are only giving out 20 certificates, because the 60 were taken up by the games. They were probably lifting their kids men for their team, but they were registered through the sports of capacity building, which I think is very unfair to the other students that remain in school. But also looking at this capacity building training still, have we got any products through the capacity building that has taken place during the championships more than the December, January capacity building, or how do you assess the two?
As I told you, that the other challenge of bringing players in place of these students, I think it has costed us a lot. When you look at these products, the referees that we are having, the umpires that we are having, the media officers that we are having, most of them are from these December, January training. But when it comes to these people who are training from the championship, who you think that they have experience of hands-on, we have failed to get numbers. For now, the December, January capacity building has performed more than the championship capacity building. Okay,
I think that is something to be put into consideration. But the producer, thank you for those images. You can keep them running through the screen. These people need to know that actually what we're talking about is very real. The referees have been there at the CAF Zone 5, was it volleyball qualifiers? We've had referees in China for the Schools World Cup, and also at different championships, CAF schools, subsequent championships. But now let's take a look at the CAF schools football championship. Uganda qualified for the 4th time, I think, to play for this. It is participating for the 4th time in this championship, isn't it?
Yeah, because the first edition was in South Africa, the second edition was in East Africa, the third edition was in West Africa. So you're going for the 4th edition.
4th edition, and we are participating actually for the 4th time, because that time we had a referee. I think she came back with a medal, obviously, as a referee from that side. But let's look at the 2 schools that are going to represent us this year: Semiris Chitenda and also Kawempe Muslim. I think these are very common faces on this stage.
Yeah, they are common faces when it comes to the CAF Africa Schools Football Championship. And when it comes to the CECAFA qualifiers, they're not even common faces, but they are giants.
Yeah, sure.
Because we have dominated this championship since its inception in 2023. Let's take a look at the 2023 edition, where College in the girls managed to finish third, and we failed to advance to the next level. Then the boys, Royal Giant High School, managing to win the title, but of course things came in there and the team didn't participate. Then a look at the second edition, Kawempe Muslim and St. Mary's Chitende, these same schools, managed to win the CECAFA zone qualifiers that were held in Kenya. Now, a third edition, St. Mary's Chitende again managed to qualify, but of course this time qualifying with St. Noah girls. Now we are in for the fourth edition, St. Mary's Chitende again and Kawempe Muslim. As you have said, they are common faces. Now we are looking at the experience that these two sides possess coming to this championship. Coach Ayubu Khalifa and the coach Zungu Hassan, they know what it means for this championship. One, it is the glory of winning the CECAFA title as Uganda continues to dominate CECAFA title. Then secondly, they know what it takes to qualify to the next level, and they know what it means to be at the final stage. So Kawempe Muslim are coming in this edition aiming to return to the
I think that's footage from the first one, that was the qualifiers.
Yeah, the qualifiers for the US, for in Uganda here.
Not CECAFA? I think that's CECAFA zone.
That's the first edition when Moose College won.
Yes. But
of course that is the Uganda qualifiers. So
and you can see the difference. They were playing I think 7 aside.
It was scrapped off last edition. This year it was the first time that the girls were playing 11 aside.
Sure.
So we are talking about the experience of these two sides. Kawempe Muslim is coming back to regain its supremacy at the East African level. Last year, they didn't manage to qualify. St. Noah girls represented Uganda at this stage. And of course, they represented us well and managed to qualify to the final stage and made it to the final. So, Kawempe Muslim, looking at their journey in the second edition, that's when they made their debut at this championship. Winning the CECAFA zone, that was obvious because Kawempe Muslim, when it comes to East African football, in girls football, they are a giant.
Sure.
So at the continental level, their performance was quite interesting. They managed to win the third place playoff, beating Tanzania, who were hosts that year. But of course, they had been eliminated by Morocco in the semi-finals, losing 1-0. But their debut at the final stage, then you make it to the third place and you win it. That means this team was strong. And lucky that some of the players might still be eligible to participate in this championship. So I think they have whatever it takes. They have been here before and they know what it means.
But that haircut should be legal. That haircut, man.
I think these are young students. For this championship, it is for under 15. Jude.
Under that Scottish son.
Senior one.
Senior one.
Yeah.
Oh wait, they arranged this program as a senior one and senior two tournament.
No, it's not arranged
did
that
they?
Senior one and senior two, but you're looking at the age category where an under 15 student belongs.
Yes.
When it comes to Ugandan education system, that's a senior one.
I
student.
remember my school taking some young girls there, but they came back, of course, with loads of goals in their packs. 5-0, 6-0 defeats.
So that's what I'm telling you. Senior one students can play football very well. So if you're not prepared, you can come back with at least the goals in the net. But we are talking about the Kawempe Muslims' supremacy. That's their target this season. They want to go back to the African level. The last time they participated in it, they won 150,000 at the final stage. 150,000 US dollars.
Yes.
And then at the East African stage, that was 100,000 US dollars. So the prestige of winning only the
that
CECAFA
was
level.
the continental stage where they won 100.
Winning the CECAFA level, you get 100,000 US dollars. The winner at the continental level takes 300,000 US dollars. So Kawempe, they have at least like 250,000 US dollars waiting to be granted in form of maybe an infrastructure, and of course soon CAF will deliver. We saw Royal Giant and Amos getting new buses. That was for the first edition.
Their project proposal is about
a facility that is a stadium. So they have that advantage that the first edition they won at the CECAFA level 100,000 US dollars, and then at the at the continental level, 150,000 US dollars. So winning this edition will increase their income, and of course, apart from what they will be earning, it will also give them a chance to go back to the continental level. Going back to the continental level, that means...
I think let's take a very quick break, but when we return, we shall be continuing that discussion with the CAF Schools of Football Championship.
Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday.
Episode of the School Sports Podcast. It's still JudeAtwiine with John Wycliffe Musinguzi, the GOAT, very fresh from Daniel Dongo's UNEB exams, but obviously we're discussing a lot concerning school sports. We've looked at a capacity building program. I've also looked at the CAF Schools Football Championships, and we're just in between the dugout and take on the mantle for the capacity building or for the CAF schools.
Yeah, we are still talking about Kawempe Muslims' target this season.
Yeah,
it's all about regaining their supremacy at the East African level, and of course getting a ticket to the CAF Africa schools.
Next Friday we need to have maybe Ayub Khalifa or Coach Zungu from Chitende or Madame.
They will be in their last days, because the tournament will be kicking off on Saturday.
Yeah, so I think we can have one of them. I know they are watching, Madame Viola and also Coach Ayub. It can be both of them, it can be one of them. Whoever is actually very free on that day. We think we should be a good discussion to have.
So now let's taking a look at now St. Mary's Chitende. It is a team that I think it took some time to gain the momentum at this championship. Looking at the first edition, they made it to the second edition, that was 2023. They made it to the final championship, and they didn't get out of the group stages. Then the second time trying, they came second at the East African level, that is CECAFA zone, and then had to qualify because Tanzania were the defending champion of the final tournament.
I think
and of course it's the same thing. It's the same thing that Tanzania again this time is the defending champion of the final tournament. That means any team that will come second, if Tanzania manages to win the CECAFA qualifiers, that it will also qualify.
No, Uganda is winning this one.
Okay. So St. Mary's Chitende, the next time they qualify through that. That means it was some hassle qualifying as the second team. But then they get to the final tournament, and this time, learning from the experience of not getting out of the group stages, this time they make it out of the group stage and qualify for the semi-finals. Just that we lost to the finalists, that was Senegal, in the semi-final, and then we went on to lose to Ghana in the third place playoff. But at least you see there is an improvement in this team. That the first time you don't get out of the group stages, but the second time you manage to make it to the semi-finals, and then the scoring rate. The first edition, when they qualified to the final tournament, they only scored, it was 1 goal. They didn't score a goal, I think. They lost to Tanzania 1-0 and then drew with Senegal 0-0. That tournament was held in Tanzania 2023. Then this time, you can see there was an improvement in Ghana this year. Scoring 4 goals past Algeria and then scoring 4 goals past South Africa. That means they improved in every aspect, though they fell short in the semi-finals. So I think there has been an improvement, and coming to this tournament, they're at home. I think there is nothing much to trouble them. This is the second time they're hosting the championship.
Actually, there is a lot of pressure while hosting this championship. I could see last year with them hosting for the first time, there was a lot of pressure there.
You know, playing from the home soil, you have the fan base, you have the demand from the bosses.
You received a lot of stick for calling them out for their playing style, that this is their playing style.
I was almost sacrificed that day. I don't know. But
what did you mean by their playing style? What is their playing style?
I think you have watched several games of this team, and you know what they play. Do I have to repeat?
What do they play?
Play football.
What's their playing style?
As long as they win.
That's the playing style?
Don't they win?
No, we've seen other teams playing the same style and winning. So we can talk of tiki-taka from Spain. You can talk of.
Okay,
you
first explain all the styles, and then I will tell you what they play.
You can see long balls from Real Madrid, Manchester United. Yeah, that's the tradition.
Of course, that's what I say. That's the tradition. So they are playing their tradition. I don't know if someone was wrong in that, but that's what they played. But of course, that's not the team. The other one was the under-20 team.
Yeah, sure. And also,
looking at the under-15 team, they are playing at least some different sort of football.
Did you watch the final between Stende and Amus? It was the same like this, isn't it?
Those are your words, Jude.
No, but you must consider Coach Zungu Hassan. I had just taken up this team for, I think, about like 1 month. No, the time they played their first championship.
Yeah, it was like a month.
Yeah, even with this qualifiers, the under 14 in Soroti, in Tororo, he hadn't spent a lot of time with these boys, and you could see he hadn't put these structures in place. But when you look at the senior team, they can vary it between playing long balls and also passing it around, because they played good in the final, and you could see they had the desire to win, but still they could play and be patient with the build-up. Actually, it's just about build-up, but though you are rushed to conclude this is their playing style, how dare you? and now come this December.
I don't know why you are setting me up, but I said something that was true at that moment. I don't know if you watch their games.
Yes, I was.
So now, Jude, one day I asked you here that what do you expect from the under 20 team that is playing? I think you watched the under 17 team of Uganda, the Cubs, at the World Cup.
Yes.
You saw that there was a difference between
With
how
no
these
pressure of
teams
delivering.
were playing before.
They
I think this was the
game.
best tournament that we have ever played. I'm wondering how it comes at the World Cup stage, and we failed to play it at AFCON.
No, but look at the players that played at the championship. With about 6 of them are playing from one academy, El Cambio, at some stage. They are not all from there at this stage, but look at the Magala, Bogere, so the combinations. Then Idris Awaid was also at El Cambio at one stage. So that's the ball-playing goalkeeper. So we know the defenders are comfortable with the ball. But what happens when you're given, your coach Zungu, you're given a team for just 1 month, yeah, barely, if in a month, and you have to train these boys, but they also need you to win. So what you have to do is, you're impatient in build up, but you very much want the ball in the opponent's box as quickly as possible, which I think cost them last year in the qualifiers, because they played against Burundi, and Burundi had actually was a very tall defender. I don't know how God comes to be very short, but that guy was very tall. I think was Habyarimana or something. But Chitende looking to find Ashraf Chakwa in the box, taking these long balls, and then this brother was only heading the ball away, and then long throws followed, heading the ball away. It ended in a 0-0, and then when you look at the table tally, in the end, Tanzania was the better team. They were, I think, on goal difference. Yeah. And had they won this game, it means they were champions for the championship. Then look at teams like Somalia. I think the Somalia, they were variating between. They like to have the ball as much on their feet, and then when you're stronger, they have to frustrate you in a bit with their tactics there.
Yeah, I saw that even on the senior team when they were playing the Cranes, after Cranes beating Mozambique, they came and they were prepared for that.
Yeah, and now, so they variate in these styles, but this December, I think Coach Zungu Hassan needs to look out for that, find a way to win, but with the ball maybe a little bit more on the floor, patient in build-up, because they are playing 20 minutes, which these boys are used to playing 45 in different leagues. They have played a number of games from the football championship, the national championships, and also the league. Some boys have these minutes.
They're playing in the juniors league.
Yeah, and when you look at some of the boys are from academies, Rays of Grace, so I think they can do a little bit much for this tournament in terms of their approach to these games. And look at the technical bench. Last they had Edward Gorola and all those. I think it is a little bit different coming to this year's qualifiers. Yeah, I think it is something to look out for this year. And we don't expect you calling them out for playing style.
As long as we win and qualify to the next level. Jude, it's hard.
How they win will be very important this time.
It's hard to realize. Okay, it's hard to judge someone to the playing style when it comes to 20 minutes.
Now,
these are very quick minutes.
Compare that with the way they played in Ghana. I think you were first hand on ground to look at the approach of these games. Look at a team like Ghana beating us 2-0, I think, in the group stages.
Yeah, that was our first game.
Yes. The variation between what Ghana was playing and Uganda at under 15 level, I think there's also a lot of pressure on these young boys winning, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's one of our problems when it comes to these teams at the under 15. But I want it generalize it that our teams, when it comes to St. Mary's Chitende, I don't know why. Maybe these boys, the demand is high from the bosses or from the coaches. You look at their first games, most of their first games are the most disturbing games because of the pressure and desire to win. And it has affected us somewhere. But when you look at their next games, after gaining the composure and the confidence from the first game, you see there is an improvement when they are playing calm on the ball, they are possessing. But these first games, I don't know why they are a bit on pressure.
But I like the mentality. It is St. Mary's Chitende. When you hear that, you know they are coming to win. Yeah, I think I like the mentality, and we need to carry it on for the other teams. But then I think we can do much better with these qualifiers. We need to take this gold. I think they won the edition in in Kenya. Was it
yeah,
in Kenya?
they won the edition in Kenya.
Yeah.
And then Kawempe too
Yeah.
won that edition in Kenya.
Yes.
And for last year, St. Noah won it in Uganda for the girls, and then the boys were runners up.
So with the home advantage, I doubt there's home advantage there, but with they are very familiar with the pitch and the atmosphere there, and also we saw actually even the senior Vipers members in the stands at times supporting the young boys there. So I think it should be light work for Chitende this year, though not an easy task. And what of Kawempe? I think they missed out last year to. I don't think it was a very big difference between them and St. Noah. They played 2 games.
Yeah, they played 2 games in the qualifiers, and then
St. Noah was
they drew in their game.
Was it decided in penalties?
I think it could have been a goal difference because it was a table game. It was round robin in the qualifiers, and then St. Noah came out better in goal difference.
Yeah, and now they're back to this stage. They had some of their players, obviously, representing at the CAF stage for St. Noah because we had still a strong team there. But I think they can do much better this year. And also, looking at what St. Noah achieved last year, playing in the final stages, are in their better position this year to even achieve the goal?
Yeah, Kawempe is in a much better position. One, they have been at that same stage. They have been in the middle bracket. When it comes to this final tournament, when they were in Tanzania 2023 for the final edition, they managed to win bronze. That means from bronze, and then Team Uganda through St. Noah, we won silver at the next edition. So coming into this championship, the girls and the coaches know it very well that it must be an improvement. And they're in that same position. However, to become the continental winners, it's very easy because we have seen them doing it at the East African level, we have seen it at the national level. They have whatever it takes to win the continental games. Because for the girls' side, we have been a better side. Look at the playing style. Since Kawempe Muslim was still representing us, look at the same style St. Noah played. Everyone liked Uganda's performance at this year's championship. So I think we can build on that and at least bring gold this time.
When were you 15? Because we must have missed a chance for you to play for us at such a stage.
By that time, CAF had introduced the CAF Africa Schools Football Championship.
When you were 15?
Yeah. I think it came when I was already 16 there.
But now you have a chance to play under 17 World Cup next year.
No.
If you start training
I'm beyond
now.
that.
You're beyond that?
Yeah. I'm older than
under
17.
20?
Under 20.
Yeah.
I can.
You can?
As which role? We are talking about playing, but I can play many roles. So which role we are talking about?
On the field. I want on the field.
Oh, we'll look into that. Have my...
No, but we always want top ballers playing, so we won't want gamblers there. And then still on the CAF champions, or rather CAF Africa Schools Champ. I was taken up by the Champions League because obviously
it's a match day today.
Today is
CAF Champions League. It's a match day.
Sure, Thursday, Friday.
It's a Friday. So it's from
Friday,
Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, okay. Which teams are playing there?
I think for East Africa we have representatives. That is Simba and Yanga.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that. But if you look at this CAF African Schools Football Championship, we've only talked of the 2 representatives. That is Kawempe and St. Mary's. That is on pitch. But beyond that, we have capacity building, young reporters program that will be 5th to 7th. They will be residing at Standard Arizona. Training in Chitende during the championship. Last year we had representatives at this championship. Moses Muanguzi was there, got his certificate for young reporters program. Letitia and the likes of that. You have also been a beneficiary of the program.
Yeah.
And then we also have the young medics this time, and also they talked of analysis, football analysis that will be running in Chitende. A minute or 2 on that capacity building. I
think capacity building is the way to go. And when CECAFA picks up on this, I trust them. The last time we held the CAF Africa Schools Football Championship qualifiers in East Africa, that was last year in Chitende. As you said, we had the same program, and of course we have some products, even on the school sports podcast, that just someone that is behind the scenes was part of the training. And also I've got a chance to attend that training at the final stage, and I have that certificate. It has a lot of impact. One, I think it opens up your mind to the continental level. Now, it's good that we have the USSA capacity building training certificates, and that one opens up your mind when it comes to school sports in Uganda. But as someone is taking part in the CECAFA, the training organized by CECAFA, is knowing more about football, leave alone the school sports. So it opens up the mind of someone to African football, to East African football. Then it winds up the knowledge, and of course, that's it, the knowledge about African football. But of course, these are the same basics that are used when it comes to school sports tournaments. So it gives us more of the labor, more of the manpower when it comes to school sports, because these are the same, all these young reporters selected for this training, most of them are students. So that means in the next championship, these are the boys and girls that USSA or CECAFA, when it comes to another championship, they will be looking at to start with when it comes to officiation.
Actually, you were in Ghana for this program, or you were the team media officer, but also you got a chance to participate in the, I think you flew. It was mainly for the home-based
citizens, it was for the locals.
How different was it in terms of how they conduct, how we have ours here with the association, and also for the CAF? Because I saw they have a partnership with Canal University.
Jude, I think it has, for someone who is passionate about sports, first of all, I will say it has no big difference, because it's all about sports knowledge. But where CAF goes beyond is the expertise that these people get. The teachers, experienced media officers of CAF, experienced journalists, international journalists that analyze these professional, the top 5 leagues that all admire. Those are the teachers that are training these students.
We've also had that. We had the director of communications of the federation training the boys.
So I'm looking at that. I'm telling you about coming to here. We are here in Uganda, and then we are looking at Canal. We know Canal Plus is one of the broadcasters of those big top leagues. So we are looking at those journalists coming to at least talk to you, the participants, and you get to know what they do. When we are looking at Peter Drury, we all admire to meet him. We all admire to hear from him talking to us directly. But when you get a chance to meet him directly, and he tells you what he has gone through, he tells you what has helped him to achieve who he is, there is a difference between admiring him and being with him. So, and of course, as you talked about the partnership between Canal, there is an advantage to this training, that some of the participants selected get a chance to get internship at Canal Plus University, at Canal Plus TV. That means after your training, then you are given an internship in France. You know what it is. So that could be the big difference. And of course, the knowledge that you get, you open up your mind when it comes to African football. We are here talking about school sports. Because we are well conversant.
Moses Musinguzi at the CECAFA. That was CECAFA qualifiers last year.
That were held in Chitende.
You can see actually on the right of his chest.
It's Canal
Plus University.
So the contract goes even to the qualifiers. So I'm telling you about the expertise.
So even this time, you need to expect that.
We are expecting the same. So that's the big impact. CAF opens up the mind of someone to the African football, because you're told how CAF handles its events. Then you also get the chance to meet these people and know who they are.
And I think that's been a very fruitful conversation today evening, and we shall be continuing this discussion. We hope to have, as earlier said, representative from St. Mary's Chitende and also Kawempe Muslim next Friday. That will be just a few hours, the kickoff of the championship.
We can also get some members from CECAFA already be here.
I think we shall be doing it on site in Chitende, where this championship will be taking place. But also I've seen some comments from YouTube Wycliffe is a good centre back. Saliba is just white and overrated. You know who can comment this, obviously. International. And this brings us at the end of
That
today's
one must
discussion.
have watched me.
Watched you? Which
somewhere.
days? In Ruhinga. Serving Wikibo. You said Ronaldo ball.
You know, if you miss Ronaldo's prime, so it's better that whenever I communicate that I'm going to play, because I'm Nsima Usim.
Your parting shots.
It's I'm just excited that I'm back,
Yeah.
and I'm happy for the team. Well done. Soon making a year for the School Sports Podcast. Next Friday, we shall be back to discuss more about capacity building, about the CAF Africa schools. We'll be looking in the championship that will be kicking off soon. I think we shall break down the groups. We talk about the players. We talk about the officials that will be officiating at this level. And of course, we shall get some insights from CECAFA, and also the capacity building will have already started. So we might get some of the participants and we talk to them and see how they are gaining. Glad to be here for today and wish you a good night.
I think you need to file in this to the director and obviously the CEO to make sure we are facilitated to Chitende for next Friday's episode. That's been for today's discussion. A massive credit to the people behind the cameras, Gad William, Moses Musinguzi, Kasule. You have Thibaut Onesimus Joel in the production room. Yeah, and also Barak, his assistant there. We meet next Friday for this and even a very much engaging session next Friday ahead of the CAF Schools Football Championships, CAF Zone qualifiers for 2025. See you next Friday.
Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to
Downloading
game-changing
the
plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV. Ready to dive into the world of school sports? From epic wins to game-changing plays, we've got it all. Catch the School Sports Podcast, telling tales, inspiring dreams, and promoting champions. Streaming every Friday. Don't miss out on USSSA TV.